Drive starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Benny. The Northwoods is known for its relaxing pace of life. But folks in one Rhinelander neighborhood say people are going way too fast down one popular road. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski takes a look at what's going on Timber Drive.
People need to be aware that while this may not look like a residential street, it is, and they need to slow down.
Michelle Kalasa is a resident of Rhinelander's Timber Drive, a popular road that leads to city schools, work, and homes.
I've lived here about 9 years, and although traffic hasn't changed at all over that time, it's just becoming more and more of a concern.
Kalasa says that on her daily walks down Timber, she regularly sees drivers who go more than 10 miles over the set 25-mile-per-hour speed limit. She says it's a problem for everyone who lives on the stretch of Timber from Stevens Street to Highway 17.
I can't see that anybody here wouldn't be affected by that because everybody on this road either tries to pull out of their driveway or walks to walk their dogs or take a walk or what have you, especially on a nice day.
Kalasa, along with other residents on Timber, believe part of the problem is a lack of enforcement. Rhinelander police say that while speeding is a priority, Chief Lloyd Gauthier does not have the patrol staff to enforce 24/7.
It's about compliance. I would love to do that. Sometimes we just don't have the staff to do that, that can dedicate a person over there for that time period.
Chief Gauthier and Kalasa agree that a general lack of respect has led to the consistent speeding problem.
Look at our society right now. Read social media. There's a lack of respect for everything. And when it comes to a speed limit law, that's there, it's posted, and it's only as good as people are willing to listen to it and abide by it.
While many recognize that drivers on Timber Drive go over the limit, other streets in Rhinelander, like Stevens and Lincoln, see the same issue in residential neighborhoods. One thing most can agree on, though, is that drivers need to be more cognitive of the speed limit. In Rhinelander, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
By the way, right now, city officials say Timber Drive is in the engineering phase of a reconstruction project planned for next year. Part of that planning process is a public discussion and a speed study to figure out the best course of action for the road. Outside, Jeff, the weekend is almost here. How are we looking?
Well, it's the first Friday in fall, and that means football. Lots of big games tonight, and the rain showers out there now should end before the games get going here in a couple hours or so. But looking outside now, lots of cloud cover, and the rain showers are not too far away. In fact, they are right here, right across the area now. But notice how the band is very narrow. It's about 60 miles wide, going this way at about 40 miles per hour. So by 7 o'clock, that back edge should be over here, meaning the rain will be ending and all the games will be just fine with some wet bleachers out there for sure tonight. So here's a closer radar, and again, there's no lightning in here at all, but there are a couple heavier downpours across the area now. This will all be out of here in the next probably hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we're in a cooler, drier mode for tomorrow. Cool day tomorrow, but then we're going to crank up the heat next week. Here's the front, right? The front is right through here, so 70s across eastern Wisconsin today, but 40s right now in Glidden. All right, your forecast then for tonight, those rain showers out there now, then turning partly cloudy and a bit cool with low temperatures down near 39. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We now know the name of the person killed in a crash that shut down part of US 51 in the town of Hazelhurst this week. The Oneida County Sheriff's Office says the deceased is 68-year-old Arnold Weisner of Hazelhurst. He was pronounced dead after his vehicle was struck by a truck while entering an intersection. Well, after rising for practically 2 straight months, the 7-day average number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has now fallen for 3 straight days. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports roughly 2,800 new cases. That drops our daily average for the last week to 2,746. DHS also reports 16 new deaths today. We're averaging about 11 per day over the last week. President Biden addressed the COVID-19 pandemic today after the director of the CDC took the rare step of overruling an advisory panel's recommendation on booster shots, now clearing the way for frontline workers to get a 3rd shot of the Pfizer vaccine, just the Pfizer vaccine. Alice Barr has the latest.
President Biden today urging eligible Americans to go get their Pfizer booster shots after the CDC cleared the way for roughly 60 million people to get a 3rd dose 6 months after their 2nd shot.
The booster shot is free and easily accessible
Overnight, the head of the CDC overruled a closely divided panel of her own agency's advisors to recommend a third Pfizer dose for Americans who are frequently exposed to COVID at work, like healthcare workers, teachers, and grocery store employees.
Our healthcare systems are once again at maximum capacity in parts of the country. Our teachers are facing uncertainty as they walk into the classroom, and I must do what I can to preserve the health across our nation.
Also eligible for boosters, people age 65 and up, and those 18 and up with certain underlying health conditions. The guidelines do not apply to anyone who got the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccines.
You still have a high degree of protection. Our doctors and scientists are working day and night to analyze the data from those two organizations on whether and when you need a booster shot.
President Biden plans to get his booster soon, but he and top health officials are clear that vaccinating the unvaccinated remains the top priority.
We will not boost our way out of this pandemic.
The unvaccinated overcrowd our hospitals, overrunning emergency rooms and intensive care units.
The president hoping federal vaccine mandates will get more shots in arms.
That's Alice Barr reporting. Also in Washington today, the U.S. House passed the Women's Health Protection Act. That measure allows abortion after fetal viability nationwide if the patient's health is at risk. The vote was 218 to 211, nearly along party lines, as you see. The measure now goes to the Senate, where it is unlikely to pass. Democrats say the bill's necessary after the Supreme Court upheld a controversial abortion law out of Texas, banning abortions after just 6 weeks and allowing private citizens to sue anyone accused of violating that law. Today, the Forest County Potawatomi community held a grand opening for its new community center, which they say is the biggest building project ever in Forest County. It costs about $60 million. It includes a gym, pool, field house, fitness center, and more. The project started back in May of 2019, just wrapped up in August. Monthly and yearly memberships are available both to tribal members and the greater community.
Want to make sure that people get an opportunity to come in, check us out, sign up for memberships, see what everything we have to offer, and see the beauty of this facility.
Potawatomi Chairman Ned Daniels Jr. also says this is a big deal for the community.
And I want to make a way for our people to live and for our kids to have fun and get educated and go on with life the way they were supposed to.
Anyone who signs up for a membership before October 15th gets 20% off an annual membership. Governor Evers has ordered the U.S. and state flag to be lowered to half-staff tomorrow in honor of Navy Fireman First Class Kenneth Dornenberg. Dornenberg is from Anago. He was killed in the attack on Pearl Harbor 80 years ago. He was finally accounted for this March. Took that long. Dornenberg will be laid to rest with full military honors at Elmwood Cemetery in Anago tomorrow. Today, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul and several other Democrats announced new legislation aimed at curbing gun violence. We'll take a closer look at what exactly they're proposing in just a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full weekend forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
You can't miss the fall semi-annual sale and sweepstakes on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save as much as 40% off top brand appliance doorbusters while they last. Plus special no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. This weekend only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Ever wonder if your life could have been totally different?
It's good to be home!
Your dad would be proud of you.
It's only natural to wonder, what if?
Ordinary Joe Encore, tonight on NBC.
Dateline tonight.
Don't ever forget the sound.
Triple homicide in a small town.
These victims were not the victims that we normally see. I had a chill going up my backbone.
The new season begins tonight, 9/8 Central.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine at Motorsports Shawano.
You can't miss the fall semi-annual sale and sweepstakes on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save as much as 40% off top brand appliance doorbusters while they last. Plus special no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. This weekend only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
It's Friday evening. The weekend is here. It's now safe to use your outside voice. And we're talking football tonight. But first, we're talking some rain showers out there right now. And really, like right now, as a narrow band of rain comes across the area between now and, say, 7 p.m. And then it gets out of here. And we have some cooler temperatures coming tomorrow for one day only before we get 70s, even some mid-70s back in the forecast for us next week. Okay, so here's the radar. And again, a very narrow, kind of 60-mile wide band of rain pushing through the area right now. Nothing strong, nothing severe in here, but there are a couple pockets of heavy rain in a few spots that'll move through in the next hour or two. But notice a well-defined backside to this, right there, pushing this way at about 45 miles per hour. So on that trajectory and that pace, it should be out of here by about 7 o'clock or so, meaning the games tonight will have some wet bleachers out there, but the games will be played out of the rain this evening. So here's Futurecast showing tonight. This is 8 o'clock or so, 8 o'clock this evening, showing the rain showers over here exiting the state. And then back behind it, we'll get a lack of cloud cover tonight, but we'll get some clouds back in here tomorrow. This is one of those upper level lows. They kind of mix up the air tomorrow. So expect lots of clouds across the area tomorrow, but no rain tomorrow, just cloud cover and some gusty north winds across the area as well. It's going to feel colder tomorrow, feel that way, before we get some heat in here for the rest of the week. Okay, so here's the problem. A cold front right there pushing across our area right now. It'll clear the area shortly. Behind it, though, high pressure builds in. And notice how there's nothing behind that high pressure. This thing is going to sit over us for several days, meaning we have lots of dry weather in the forecast. In fact, after tonight, there is no rain in the forecast right now for the next 5 to 7 days around here. You ready for that? So today we had lots of cloud cover or increasing clouds throughout the day, and then a couple showers around 4 o'clock or so, and then the rain has kind of moved in here right now as the line of showers are working through the area as we speak. And look at the temperatures, though, so you can see exactly where the front is, right? Right through here is the frontal system. 70s across eastern Wisconsin today, but look to the west, those are 40s. So temperatures where the skies clear out tonight are going to drop very quickly like they did last night, and we could have some really cold bleachers out there this evening with game time temperatures back into basically the 40s to low 50s. All right, going forward, though, so a high tomorrow reaching for 60. A couple of you might do it with some clouds around and a gusty north wind, but that's the one day only, right? 68 for Sunday, and then those are 70s back in the forecast for the entire work week next week, even some upper 70s in here on Wednesday. Our forecast tonight then is rain early. The rain's out there now, ending in the next couple hours or so, turning partly cloudy with low temperatures down near 39. For tomorrow, okay, we're going to feel this, right? So lots of clouds tomorrow and a bit breezy. That west-northwest wind could gust near 25 with air temperatures reaching for 60, so dress for that at Beefarama tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows, all right, tomorrow's a cool kid. Sunday better, 68. Then look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all dry with temperatures in the 70s. Justin?
All right, thank you, Jeff. Stevens Point Area State Senator Patrick Teston has filed to run for lieutenant governor next year. That, according to J.R. Ross from West Politics, Teston is one of a few Republicans to announce they are running recently. In other state political news, Wisconsin State Superintendent Jill Underly says the state is failing a generation of kids by underfunding schools. In her first address on the state of education, Underly also called for an end to angry displays at some school board meetings around the state over issues like masks or what's being taught in classes, adding she believes people should be supporting of each other. Republicans argue schools do not need more spending, pointing to federal stimulus money money that has gone to education. This week, Senator Ron Johnson and other Wisconsin Republicans are renewing concerns about the vetting process of Afghan refugees being housed at Fort McCoy. This week, 2 Afghan men at that base were charged with assault and engaging in a sexual act with a child. Now, right now, Fort McCoy is home to about 12,000 refugees. On Wednesday, the U.S. Attorney for the state announced 2 of them have been removed from the base and taken to a jail where they face federal charges. Democrats have generally said they have confidence in the vetting process. Attorney General Josh Kaul joined several Democrats outside the state capitol yesterday to announce legislation aimed at curbing gun violence. Kaul and other leaders want to close legal loopholes that allow people to buy firearms either online or at gun shows without the same level of background checks that would be required at a gun store or in person.
This legislation would extend background checks so they cover virtually all transfers of firearms in Wisconsin.
They also proposed more so-called red flag laws, which allow authorities to confiscate firearms from people who have a protective order placed against them. Kaul says universal background checks are one area seemingly everyone except politicians can agree on.
You know that the vast majority of Wisconsinites, about 80%, support passage of this common sense legislation. And that's exactly what this is, common sense.
There has been an increase in gun-related deaths during the pandemic. That includes death by suicide and accidental charges, as well as intentional gun violence. The search for Brian Laundrie is heating up now as an arrest warrant has now been issued against him. We'll have the latest on the manhunt for the man police believe killed Gabby Petito after the break.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Get great offers from GM Financial and $1,750 cash allowance on Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
Artist Christine Alpery believes that art should be as unique as the individual who creates it and collects it. Make an appointment to visit Christine's studio or visit online, nestled in your favorite chair, and find the perfect work of art to reflect your life and spirit.
An arrest warrant has now officially been issued for the fiancé of Gabby Petito, the missing woman whose body was found in Wyoming this week. Meanwhile, the FBI is still asking the public to help find Brian Laundrie as the nationwide manhunt intensifies. Katie Beck has the latest.
This morning, the nationwide search for Brian Laundrie picking up steam. Authorities now armed with a federal warrant for his arrest. The FBI says Laundrie is wanted for use of unauthorized access devices. According to court documents, Laundrie used an unauthorized debit card and PIN number in late August, and knowingly and with intent to defraud, withdrew $1,000 or more from a Wyoming ATM. The Laundrie family's attorney saying in a statement, "It is my understanding that the arrest warrant for Brian Laundrie is related to activities occurring after the death of Gabby Petito and not related to her actual demise." Laundrie's parents were seen Thursday driving away from their home. Their son and Gabby Petito left on a cross-country trip from her parents' home in Long Island, New York on July 2nd. The city of Moab, Utah announced it's launching an independent investigation into the way officers handled this August 12th incident, captured on body cam between Gabby and Brian.
We had been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
According to an affidavit, the responding officer described it as a mental health crisis, not a domestic assault. The city saying it's unaware of any breach of policy at this time. Laundrie returned home to Florida without Petito September 1st. On Sunday, her body was discovered in a remote area of Wyoming's Bridger-Teton National Forest. The coroner calling it a homicide, but not revealing a cause of death. Laundrie's parents told police their son went for a hike last week at the 25,000-acre Carlton Reserve near their Florida home. Federal, state, and local officials have searched for days using drones, K-9 units, ATVs, and underwater dive teams.
This is a tremendous, massive land. The more people, the more effective we are.
While the search continues for Laundrie, supporters gather at vigils and growing memorials for Gabby.
It's just heartbreaking. I feel so bad for the family.
Meanwhile, several Newswatch 12 viewers called in or wrote in this week in regards to one story in particular. Let's hear some of what they had to say on tonight's My Two Cents.
To listen to your messages, press L. I'm thoroughly disgusted with the deal you had on about cross-dressers. That's sickening. That kind of stuff shouldn't be shown to our kids and things like that. Whatever people do in the quiet of their own home is their business, but don't put it on the air like that. That was disgusting, and it made me not want to watch your news program. I'm just going to watch it for the weather, and that's it.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
And I want to comment on Georgina Fernandez's report about the drag show in Rhinelander. I found it very interesting, and I would like to attend future such events.
All right, so this story was definitely a little out of the ordinary for the Northwoods, which is what makes it newsworthy. We are going to highlight people, groups, and organizations that we think viewers will find interesting, whether that's the drag show, the bear taxidermy story we did this week, the school prayer story we did this week. Now, chances are, whatever your beliefs, you're going to find some groups you like and some you disagree with. Now, I think it's good to experience cultures and beliefs outside of your own, whichever side you're on, whatever side you're on. But if you don't want to, there are plenty of options on cable news and the internet where you can find outlets that cater to your specific beliefs. In the meantime, if you want to make your voice heard on your 2 cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. Thanks for calling. We'll be right back.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Coyote 93.7.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
It's back. Our popular burger, fries, and pie combo returns. Enjoy any of our mouthwatering burgers with fries and any slice of our famous pies for a limited time. And enjoy a sweet treat from our bakery. Dine in or order online at perkinstogo.com.
Just think, he'll be driving for real soon.
Every new Chevy Equinox comes standard with Chevy Safety Assist, including automatic emergency braking. Find new peace of mind. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get interest-free financing for 72 months on most 2021 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
This is Mix 96.
Here we go.
Let's go out with the bang. Mix 96 is the Northwood's best music mix, playing all your favorites from 2K to today.
I'm a sucker for you.
Mix 96 is always playing a half hour or more of commercial-free music. With Ashley and Brad, weekday morning 6 till 10.
Hey. You know my
Make the switch to Mix 96.
bad habits lead to late nights.
The new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito from Taco John's is K-So good. Because inside, you'll find our new and improved Queso Blanco, which is anything but Queso-So. It's a dreamy, creamy, 3-cheese, red pepper, and smoky hatch chili delight. Only this burrito can handle all that queso plus nacho cheese. Double down on delicious with the new Double Cheese Chicken Boss Burrito, part of our Queso Blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
All right, buddy, the rain showers out there now will end shortly. A very distinct back edge to this across parts of western and central Wisconsin. Now moving toward the east at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. There are a couple pockets of heavier rain showers in here, though. But behind this front, and it is a front, look at these temperatures, hanging out in the 40s across parts of western Wisconsin. Now, it's going to be a cool night tonight and a cool day tomorrow. Then this happens. Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? Because tomorrow, 58, okay, we'll take it. Sunday, 68, and those are 70s, even upper 70s by Wednesday. Yeah, that's not normal. We'll probably pay for that at some point down the road.
It's going to be late September, right, when that's all happening?
Yes.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us on News Watch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next.